In this video, we're going to be going over how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube right now, whether it's in 2023 or before 2023, because you need to realize something. I know that you're on YouTube right now because you want to get monetized. It doesn't matter if you're uploading long form content or short form content, you need 1,000 subscribers in order to monetize. So we need to make sure that you get there as quickly as possible. Now, if you're already over 1,000 subscribers, the good news is that if you implement these tips and go back to the basics, whether you're seeing great growth right now and you want to see even more growth, or your growth has been slowing down or plateauing, or maybe you just haven't posted on YouTube in a while, implementing the tips from this video are going to make you grow even quicker. In fact, I think you can gain 1,000 subscribers in the next 7 days or in an even shorter period of time. This creator just implemented these tips and gained 30K subs in a few weeks. This creator, 50,000, and this creator over 60,000, and the same exact thing can happen to you if you simply implement the tips from this video. But before we can dive into that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, I literally upload a video about how to grow on these platforms every single day. In addition to that, I created a free YouTube growth course, so you can get the link in the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like the best hashtags to be putting in your posts right now in order to make them go viral more often. Now, the first thing that we need to start with, there's a lot of misleading information out there when it comes to what kind of engagement you should be focusing on YouTube. Should you be focused on comments? Should you be focused on likes? Maybe even sharing? What should you be focused on? And there are so many questions around that, so we need to clear it up. First and foremost, I would not go after likes. I wouldn't ask people to like. It's kind of just a waste of point in a video and people are going to drop off or they're not going to take the action. Nevertheless, how many likes you get on a video essentially means absolutely nothing. When it comes to comments, comments also mean basically nothing unless you're participating in conversation. There's only two places where the comments actually matter. One, if you're a small account, you need to make sure that you're responding to comments, every single comment that you get, because it's going to increase the likelihood that somebody's going to watch one of your videos in the future. And this is going to increase your click-through rate. This is going to increase the number of returning viewers that you have. And ultimately, this is going to build up that momentum of you building a real YouTube channel that people continue to subscribe to and go to for new information. But other than that, if you're not doing that or people aren't participating in a conversation in the comments, it's really no point to comments. They're not going to boost your videos. I mean, you could look at the most liked video on YouTube. You could look at the most commented on video on YouTube, and they're not the most watched videos on YouTube because those things just do not add up to you getting more views. So, at this point, you're probably wondering, if likes and comments don't matter, Rob, what does matter? And there are essentially 4 metrics that I want you to be focusing on in 2023 and focusing on right now. The first one is returning viewers. The second is going to be your average view duration percentage. The third is going to be your end screen click-through rate. And then finally, the click-through rate on your videos. Now, we need to go through each of these individually because the metrics that you're going to need are going to be completely different. First and foremost, for returning viewers, there is no exact metric that you need with this. You just need to make sure that you have your viewers returning. And there are a few ways for you to be able to do this. 1, reuse topics that have worked well in the past. 2, make sure that you're actually tapped into the audience that you're trying to reach. Way too many small creators on YouTube are focused on the audience that they currently have. Do not focus on the audience that you currently have. They will stay, they will stick around, they don't need convincing. That's why you're their audience. So please do not focus on them. Instead, what I would do, I would focus on the potential audience that you're trying to reach. What questions do they have? What things do they want answered? What types of videos are they going to click on? What types of videos do they watch? And then begin providing them value based off of that. Way too many of you skip this and you try to just cater to the people that already watch your content, and it's one of the biggest mistakes you could be making on social media right now, and it's sad that I see so many of you making that mistake. Now, when it comes to your end screen click-through rate, you should be aiming for 20%. No more, no less. 20% is the sweet spot. This is going to increase the amount of views that you get on your videos exponentially for 2 reasons. 1, you're just going to start to get more views. Let me give you an example. If you upload a video and then that causes that person to watch 3 videos, not only is YouTube going to push out your content like crazy, but you also just got 3 views for the cost of 1 view or the work of getting 1 view. And this is something that so many small creators are not taking advantage of. And ultimately, it's the reason that people aren't subscribing to your channel and that YouTube is not pushing out your content even more. Now, when it comes to your average view duration, there are a few rules that you need to make sure that you're paying attention to. If you're uploading shorts content, you need to be aiming for 100%. It's hard to reach, but you need to be aiming for 100%. That has to be the goal. If your video is 10 minutes long, you need to be aiming for 50%. If your video is 5 minutes long, you need to be aiming for 70%. In between 5 to 10 minutes, it should be something between 50 to 70% if you really want your videos to get pushed out. And for anything under 5 minutes, you're going to want to aim for things over 70%. Again, I would do it as an adjusted scale. If the video is 2 minutes long, you probably want like 85% of people sticking around for the whole entire video. If you aren't hitting those metrics, It's why your video isn't getting pushed out. But another reason your video might not getting pushed out is because of the click-through rate. And your click-through rate is essentially a combination of two different things. And before I share with you what those things are and how you can focus on increasing them, I need to make sure that you understand there's a huge difference between just the click-through rate on a video and the click-through rate in the first 24 hours. Click-through rate in the first 24 hours is what you can really affect. Essentially, the longer that video has been up, a click-through rate is going to drop to some degree and then it's going to stay steady. But in the first 24 hours, that's where you could really get a real comparison. I want you to compare the first 24 hours performance, and this is going to tell you several different things about your video. 1, how well the topic was received by your audience. 2, whether or not you invoked curiosity. It's also going to tell you about your thumbnail. Did you do a good job? Did you use bright colors? Did you get people to click? Did you win the click when people were comparing your video to the competitors' videos or the other videos that showed up in the sidebar or on the home page? You need to make sure that you are winning that click. And you're probably wondering, Rob, what click-through rate should I be going for? And I don't want you to think of it like that. Instead, I want you to focus on getting better every single week. Not even every single upload, because in a week, you might upload several different pieces of content. You need to make sure that you're getting better with each and every one of those posts, but instead of focusing on each and every single post, I want you to focus on a week by week basis, because you might not be perfect every single time that you upload, but you can strive to get better as the weeks progress. So if your click-through rate this week for the first 24 hours is an average of 3%, try to get it to 3.5% next week. You shouldn't be trying to do this all in one night. You should be trying to get better every single time that you upload, because that is how you're actually going to cause sustainable success on YouTube. I see so many small creators make the mistake of going viral really quickly, getting a lot of views really quickly, and then they die out. And the reason that they die out is because they don't actually understand what they did to be successful. Where if you're successful over a long period of time, well then guess what? You're gonna know exactly how you got successful. You're gonna remember what it was like when you didn't get a lot of views, and you'll realize that your life wasn't that much different. Sure, you might have been earning a full-time living once you have a lot of views on YouTube, but before that, you were just focused on getting better, and that's how you're going to continue to get better. Otherwise, you're gonna rest on your laurels, things are gonna change, and you're not gonna be focused on your audience or potential audience and delivering to them exactly what they want. That being said, seeing a steady rise in the click-through rate that you have is also a sign of two things also going right. One, you have a lot of returning viewers. If you look at creators like Mr. Beast, or even quite frankly, I'm starting to get to that place, and so are your favorite creators. When I upload a video, there's a certain percentage of people that are just gonna click it off the bat because they love my content. It doesn't matter what the video is about, they're going to click it, and that inflates my click-through rate. The same thing's gonna begin to happen to you. That's gonna cause an increase in returning viewers. And then the second thing is that you're actually tapped into what your audience wants. Way too many of you will upload a video. It'll do well. It might go viral, or it'll just get more views than on average. And then your next upload is terrible. It's a 10 out of 10. And the reason for that is because you weren't tapped into what your audience actually wanted and providing them that so that it continues to expand the audience potential that you could actually be going after. Now, something else that I do want to emphasize, when I say that you need to be serving your potential audience, that means that you need to essentially be doing three things. 1, answering all the questions that they have. 2, anticipating the videos that they're going to want to see. And 3, you need to be posting when they're online. I see so many creators make the mistake of not posting at the right time on YouTube because they're not posting when their potential audience is actually online. And what does this mean? It means that you have a slow click-through rate, you have a slow average view duration, and that means that YouTube is not going to push out your content to other people that look like that. If you don't know how YouTube works, it's solely based off a watch history. For example, you watch a video about Logan Paul, and then the next time somebody uploads a video about Logan Paul, or Logan Paul uploads a video, then you get recommended that because YouTube knows that you watched that video in the past. That's exactly why you need to be paying attention to that audience, seeing what they like, begin creating content like that, uploading at those times, and making sure that all of that is perfect. Now that being said, if you want to get guaranteed subscribers on YouTube right now, and you want to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, or you want to blow past that like the creators that I share with you in this video, well then keep watching this video because I've got a special offer that I'm going to share with you. Finally, I just launched my YouTube Shorts mentorship program, which guarantees that I can help you grow on YouTube in just 30 days. If you want to find out more, go to the link in the description. But to put it simply, you're going to go through 6 steps to becoming a YouTube Shorts expert. Then I'm going to make you a personalized plan. I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, what titles to use, what thumbnails to use, what descriptions to use, what tags to use, what your content should actually look like, how your editing should be, and so much more. And then for the next 30 days, I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you grow. It's incredibly simple. If you don't grow on YouTube in the 30 days, I'm gonna give you your money back, 0 questions asked. This is not just a course. This is not just information. It's me actually telling you exactly what to do, critiquing you, consulting, me coaching you on how to be a full-time YouTuber, how to grow on YouTube, how to reach your goals on YouTube. And again, if you don't grow on YouTube in the 30 days, you get your money back, 0 questions asked. There's absolutely no risk for signing up. The only risk is not taking advantage of this situation right now with YouTube Shorts and growing on YouTube. So please do not be somebody that does that. That being said, if you're not interested, just watch the next 2 videos I'm gonna put up on the screen because they're the videos that YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.